he called Steve Moxon out, and he wants this.
Well, if he wants it, he's got it tonight. So he's got to prove himself. So this is going to be interesting. Moxon's definitely no pushover.
Certainly isn't. And this is really what K1 was set up for, is that if you have a very similar martial arts style, you can come together and take each other on.
Yeah, we basically challenged anyone in martial arts. It was just pretty much, you wanted to fight, you competed against us, and that was it. Prove yourself.
Wonderful concept. What can you see stylistically early, Joe, in the difference between Moxon, a traditional K1 fighter, and Tentori's Kung Fu background?
Look, at the moment, I still think it's still early. Moxon seems to be just working out, see what Marco's going to do at this stage. But I think Marco seems to be a little bit wary, as he should be, because Moxon has fought some of the best.
I'll tell you what I can see coming out here. Moxon's just biding his time. He's trying to find that close range. And let me tell you, when Moxon gets in close, he'll rip that body and hit him with a right and a left hook. He's very good at it and he does it very well. Mark my words, if I know Moxon, that's exactly what he likes doing. He loves hitting them from close.
And Moxon can throw some bombs.
Certainly can, and his work rate is second to none. He does get inside and pop, pop, pop. That's what Steve does. And oftentimes working low, and then that overhand right will come over the top, and that'll really score.
The mistake Tentori can make there is when Moxon does get in close, he pulls his head back, and that's the danger bit. He doesn't drop his chin, he pulls it back, and that's where Moxon can catch him.
You're suggesting defensively it's better to tuck up, right?
You've got to tuck up.
Early doors, round one, both Marco Tentori
90 seconds, Steve.
And Steve Moxon just feeling each other out. Tentori moving a lot and seems to have almost thrown an elbow strike there.
Steve Moxon still moving forward.
But that's what he does, the man they call Stone Cold. He's just a work rate machine. He just piles and he's like a...
One of the good things Moxon does, he cuts down the ring, doesn't chase you, he cuts it down. He's got a great work rate from there. There's that right hook I was talking about. He waits for that opening in close, and that's what he's good at. He's really out for knocking guys out from there.
One of the criticisms of him of late is that his work rate is so high that his power has dropped. That's one thing a few people are saying, and just as I say that,
I don't think that's the case.
Just as I've said that, he's nearly hit Marco Tentori's face off, and that to me looked like a slip as a result of a left hook.
Irrespective, Moxon senses blood or senses victory, and he's going to just keep chasing. Or should I say, cut down the ring. As you can see him, he just stalks you. He's a little dynamite.
He's a pest. That's what he is, with due respect.
We should call him a pit bull.
Getting married soon too.
8 weeks time.
Yes, 8 weeks. And Kelly's also competing in her third sports figure comp.
Yeah, he's punching well above his average. It's the only occasion where Steve Moxon doesn't have an opponent below his weight. As we hit the towels for round one. A clear 10-9 to Moxon there, Stan, or
you call me Stan once more, there'll be another fight after this, let me tell you.
Don't even like the bloke. So, Sam, I gave 10-9 to Moxon.
I gave it a 10-9, yes.
But just what he can do, if you've got an opponent who's in your face like that the whole...
I said just to stick and move, otherwise he's going to get collected with some bombs.
Yeah,
100%. Just hang around.
Off a jaw.
Here we go, round 2 of 5. Moxon, predictable, if not fantastic in the first. The work rate was sublime. Former ISKA world champion Joe Fowles, and if you're Marco Tentori, you've got a Moxon in your face. He's like a bee.
With Moxon in your face,
what can you do?
Yeah, basically Marco from here is just a stick and move. He just got caught there with an overhand right. If he stays in Moxon's range, he's going to get caught with some heavy bombs as Moxon throws.
Is there anything you're seeing, Sam Greco, that's working for Marco Tentori?
Marco Tentori, stick and move, use his kicks, utilise his front kicks. If he wants to keep Moxon away, he's going to utilise his front kicks and his low kicks. That's exactly what he's going to do.
He's doing that well. He's rolling the hip as well as they do in Kung Fu. He's got that really nice push kick. They don't throw it as vertical as a traditional Thai or a kick fighter.
Well, look, Tentori, I'd like to say he can try and outbox Moxon, but no, not tonight.
As Moxon just shows right on cue there with a beautiful left hook and then a left-right left combination.
Moxon's timing is just spot on.
Well, he's come off a recent very good showing in an Australian title effort against Dennis Hogan for the Australian middleweight title of boxing. Hogan is very well rated. They think he's going to be a big deal internationally, and Moxon nearly took him out, as he nearly did to Tentori there as well. Tentori, tough as teak, though, in WA. I tell you, there's something in the water over there.
There's that body shot I was asking for before. And Moxon will work the body and work over the top.
Well, if Marco Tentori called out Steve Moxon, he's maybe regretting it at this stage because he's starting to look a little red, particularly around those eye regions. Certainly in Kung Fu, I think you'd get people with the same speed as Steve Moxon. I don't know whether the power would be there in Kung Fu.
I definitely don't think so. You know, Steve is a well put together fighter, very strong, very hard, and he can actually take it as well as he can actually give it.
Yeah.
Look, let's take nothing away from Tentori. Tentori's definitely got some great assets. His kicks are working really well. If he keeps that up and he can keep Steve at bay and utilise the odd. There's a beautiful back spinning kick, as I just said. Utilise those. They're your forte. Utilise them. Don't
That's
try and mix something that you're weaker at.
Moxon has got the imprint of 5 Tentori toes on his belly from that one. It was beautiful to watch, Joe.
I think he would have felt that one, Steve.
Again, the conditioning of Moxon shows well, though, because he can just press forward after copping something like that.
This is a different Moxon right now, because you've seen him. He's taking a step back rather than taking a step forward, taking the fight up to you. So obviously that back spinning kick might have taken a bit of gas out of him.
Maybe he's thinking, I can't just be hell for leather here and do what I want, although he did work
beautiful double front kick there.
He did work a lovely liver shot prior to copping that push kick in the bread basket. Left hook, nearly landing for Moxon, and that overhand right, beautiful as well. He works the angles so
Tentori's so protective now. He knows that Moxon's going to bowl those left and rights. He's keeping his hands up. Moxon's going to pull out plan B and go to the body and then work his way back up if he's to win it tonight.
A better second round there for Tentori, although he did cop a couple of heavy shots, but he gave as good as he got. Sam Greco unofficially at this stage. 2 rounds down.
I'm just going to leave it as unofficial at the moment. I'm just going to keep watching this fight.
Sit on the fence. He loves it. He's a spectator first and foremost, which means, Joe, you're up for the scorecard at the end of this round, so I hope you've got a good memory. At this stage, though, I think Steve Moxon's done enough for the first 2 rounds, certainly.
Look, I think Moxon's, has done enough just to be in front, but it's still early days.
The other thing is that the kicking is scored favourably.
Yes.
Not as favourably as in Thai fighting, I would think, but so to Tentori's advantage in that case.
Definitely the second round.
Could make a case for it being even at this stage, and this is what you want from a main event. 2 skilled craftsmen who are now a little bit more weary of each other, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, definitely weary of each other. As you can see, the pace of the fight is slowing down a bit and a bit more cautious on what they do, because both of them have been caught with something, so a bit weary.
Both have gone close to calling it a night and have said, I'll just step back and watch this.
And both fighters have come back very well from it.
Must say it's been a great evening, some well-matched fights here at Kings of Combat 13. It's been a pleasure calling them alongside both of you guys.
Very interesting and very unorthodox of the way that Tentori throws his back spinning fist off a side kick. He throws it actually off a side kick. Missing their mark at the moment. It hasn't hit Moxon.
Is it good for someone like you who's such a martial arts purist in your background to see this different, these different arts come together? Do you really like that?
Of course it is. It's about knowing who's the best at what. And my belief is, you've got to fight the best in whatever discipline to be the best.
To be the best, you've got to beat the best.
Indeed you do, Joe. And Moxon ducks under a spinning back fist from Tentori there. But Tentori chopping the arms of Moxon with a beautiful kick as well. Those Kung Fu kicks.
Those Kung Fu kicks seem to be working for Marco at this stage.
Moxon, this is interesting. Moxon's gone back to single punches. He's throwing single punches and just moving off. He normally throws in 3s and 4s.
Do you think he's a little bit frustrated at the moment, Sam?
I don't know about frustrated. I've never seen Moxon frustrated. He's been held off by, held at bay with front kicks at the moment. But he's got to get there, work the body and work upstairs.
I'm going to throw up a theory. I think he's eaten a lot of kicks in his midsection on the way in, and that's got to slow down everyone, including Steve Moxon. You see it again there. Tentori's doing a great job of just rolling that foot over.
It makes Moxon very tentative of stepping in, trying to bowl the left and the right, because he knows he can wear a knee or a body kick if he's not careful.
Very accustomed to walking through quality opponents is Steve Moxon.
Without a doubt.
He's the sort of guy, poker-wise, he's all in.
At all times.
That's in round number 3, 3 of 5, main event, Kings of Combat 13. Round 4.
2 rounds to go, and I tell you what, at this pace, I would love to have another 20 of them ringside for Kings of Combat 13. Bex Tui, Sam Greco, Joe Falzon. Joe, so far, it's been close to call. Do you have a winner so far?
Look, so far I think it's too close to call. Maybe just slightly Steve Moxon's way, but it's still too early to call.
Tentori's kicks have been working well for him. He's found that range, but Moxon with renewed vigour is putting 2 and 3 and 4 shots together, and certainly something you would have been calling for, Sam Greco.
100%. I said to you before in the last round, he went from the first and second round with combinations back to single punches, which weren't doing him any justice. This is exactly what he's going to do. He's got to go in, he's got to work the body and come back upstairs.
Good instructions then from his corner, and Chris Bradford and Mick Archer from top tier Muay Thai. Tentori, though, showing those legs that have kept Moxon at bay and really slowed him down through parts of that third round, Joe.
Yeah, Marco Tentori is still working those kicks, and they're actually landing, so I think he's still going to stick to his game plan.
The hands of Moxon, always such a danger. I mean, the amount of times you see him whiz one past the chin of some bloke, and you think, geez, you've lived to fight another day.
And when it comes to Moxon, I think you've got to be wary, because it only takes one.
There we go, but Tentori very tough. And using his height nicely, he's got to resist the temptation to get into a slugging match with Moxon and go back to the kicking, because unofficially I felt that got him the last round.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've seen Moxon fight numerous times, and when Moxon's at his best, you'll see him duck and weave underneath and come over the top like you've never seen anyone do before. He's just a powerhouse when he gets going. I mean, all credit to Tentori here. He's held Moxon at bay with those front kicks, those round to the body kicks, and those leg kicks, back spinning kicks. He's done all that, and back spinning fists also. You know, if Moxon's not careful, he might eat one.
The whole box and dice coming from Marco Tentori, who again pushes nicely as we cross 2/3 of the 4th round.
Well, this has certainly turned out to be an action-packed fight,
it's
as predicted.
The hands on the inside of Moxon versus those pushing kicks to the midsection of Tentori, and look, depending on which rule book you read, this one could be going either way.
Yeah, exactly right.
Well, you wouldn't want to be a judge at the moment.
But it's great to be a fan. I tell you what, this is wonderful to watch, and it's great to be able to see this sort of stuff week in, week out, and good to know that we've got another round of it coming in only a moment as well. Less than 30 seconds to go in this 4th penultimate round. Ignatius Missaleti's doing a great job of keeping these two work rate fighters moving.
And both boys very conditioned. Both boys, don't seem to be taking a backward step, and they're still there.
Steve Moxon, the Energizer Bunny. So when it was a big cut on the left temple.
That's round number 4. 1 round remaining.
I'm not sure where that cut come from. Was it a back spinning fist, or was it an elbow by accident?
It was just instant. It was instant. The amount of blood there was significant. And you don't often see a cut there on that on the side of the head like that.
Well, no, it probably looks worse than what it is, with the adrenaline pumping and going 100 mile an hour.
Well, hopefully it's the fight is not called off early due to the excessive blood.
No, it's not a matter of excessive blood. I mean, it'd only be called off if the blood's obstructing the vision. I mean, this is the round of who wants it this is the who wants it the baddest here.
This is the 5th and final round.
Here we go, and this is what you want at Kings of Combat 13, a main event with two legitimate champions, and it's anyone's fight. Marco Tentori, Steve Moxon have put on a cracker. Joe Falzon, I won't ask you to name a winner at this stage. Let's just sit back and enjoy.
I agree.
We just saw Steve Moxon walk in there, go left body rip, left hook, and it caught his opponent on the chin just then. But that's what we want to see him do more of.
Little worried now. There's now multiple cuts from what I can see on the face of Moxon, and one of them is above the eye. It's almost on the top of the head.
No, I think it's the same cut, and it's just bleeding. It's just spreading out. That's all. It's come off. It's come off. There it is there, what I was talking about before. This is where Moxon is great, when he does that.
And look at Moxon go. He's just
It's a massive
relentless.
cut just above the head there, as you can see it. An absolute massive cut.
The concern that we have, Sam, is that it might run into the eye, but Steve Moxon seems to be seeing quite well at the moment as he lands another shot on Tentori. Tentori going back to kicking. Really, if he wants this, Now he's got to take it.
And Steve Moxon still moving forward.
As I said to you guys, it always looks worse with all the sweat and everything else going through. It looks worse than what it is. It only needs 89 stitches, but that's it. It's not that
It's a
bad.
skin graft.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. A minute
be
and a
fine.
half to go in your main event. Real-time Productions doing a great job putting this one together in association with Kings of Combat, the Shamrock events, JPS Coatings as well.
Marco's still working the kicks, and they're actually working for him.
I've said it, guys. I know. I mean, Steve, he's a good friend as well, and I'm a massive fan of him, have been for a long time. But I would not be surprised whichever way this goes. This has been a fabulous fight.
It has indeed, and you've got one guy stalking, you've got the other guy just picking him off, and that's great. And Tentori's done a great job. I mean, he looked a bit unsettled in the first round, but has proven himself to second, third, fourth, and has proven himself now.
And he certainly, if you stopped it now and showed this
Final 60 seconds.
to anyone who hadn't seen the fight, by the look of them, you'd think Tentori had done a number on Moxon. Not the case, as that little terrier from Ballarat just pushes forward.
Well, this is the run home now between the two. It's who wants it to work, the baddest here. Who wants it the baddest? Is it Moxon or is it Tentori?
Moxon's still moving forward. Tentori still with those kicks.
Beautiful overhand shots from Moxon. He wants to finish Tentori. A lot's been said between these two. Tentori thinks he can beat him. Well, he's got less than a minute to do so. 15 seconds. Has Moxon done enough? Has Tentori turned the judges with his kicking?
What a great main event. This is exactly what the crowd's come to see, and I've come to see, and you guys have come to see.
I could watch this, Sam, for another 12 rounds. It has been that good.
It has been said to be the fight of the year, and well, there we go.
There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we report the red fight is our main event.
Is it the red or is it the blue corner?
I got to say, Steve Moxon did enough there. He was busier. Marco Tentori very effective with his kicking on another day in front of another set of judges. Tentori gets the chocolates in my mind. Moxon's just so busy. He keeps reminding the judges, hey, I'm scoring here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of K1 rules, we've gone to the judges' scorecards. Our 3 judges scored the contest 50-48, 49-47, 48-47. Declaring your winner via unanimous points. Red corner, Stone Cold, Steve Moxon.